Hello and welcome to the final episode of The Daily Mario. I'm Jeremy Parrish, living up to my word a bit belatedly, but nevertheless, I am a man of my word. Super Mario Maker will be in everyone's hands as of tomorrow, and that means the media servers and the media version and everything that reviewers like me have created will soon vanish from the face of the earth. Before that happens though, I wanted to create one last stage to put a nice bow on this series that I've put together. And since this level will soon no longer exist, I thought it might be appropriate to create this level in tribute to a Mario game that doesn't exist in Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Bros. 2, the American version. Specifically, this level is a tribute to stage 4-3 of Super Mario Bros. 2, the tower at the end of the ice world. It's really difficult to create a tower in Super Mario Maker since you can only create stages that are two screens high, so I kind of fudged it. And that's where the tribute to Super Mario Bros. 2 World 4-3 comes into play. That stage took place both inside and out of a tower. So with judicious use of warp pipes and doors, I've tried to simulate the effect of climbing a tower by traveling in and out of it. So you begin the stage inside a tower, and the initial enemies you face are Goombas, and later you'll fight Chain Chomps and Bob-ombs, but as usual, I tried to kind of introduce elements a little bit at a time. There's some donut lifts. There's a chain chomp there that can't really hurt you unless you play really badly. The donut lifts appear throughout the stage, and they disappear. They fall if you stand on them too long. But it's all a pretty safe space right here, so you have a little bit of time and space to experiment with them and get used to them. There's a Goomba dispenser here, and then the exit to the outside of the tower, the first external area, is marked with an arrow. There's some minor hazards here, nothing too daunting, but the flames there are sort of intended to create some stress so that you'll hit that vine and think, oh, well, this is my chance to get past this dangerous area. So you take the warp pipe here at the top left that you get to with the vine, and that takes you to the second interior space of the stage. You can run through the chomps, but if you wait for a second, there's a spring that drops when a Bob-omb explodes. It's rigged to explode about 5 seconds after you step into this area. So instead of going through the chomp chomps, you can just spring over them. The donut lifts here are a little more dangerous. If you mess up, you can still make it up to the top, but you'll probably take a hit and lose your power-up from the chain chomps. You go back outside here again, there are more Bob-ombs, but this time they're directly in front of you. But you use them as kind of a puzzle element to break the ice blocks that block your path forward. So once you break the ice blocks with bombs, by bouncing them with springs, you can use the springs. Get up to the upper area, and there's a power-up in case you take too much damage from the Bob-ombs. Follow the coins down. It's kind of the obvious route forward. And the only way to get through here is to hit the P block and turn the coins in the open air into blocks. It's really tightly timed, so you only have time to make like one mistake. And if you're not careful, like I did, you you can kick the turtle and cause it to clear away some coins, which makes it difficult to start the jump. You have to jump a little further than you're supposed to. That's something I might fix, but I don't know. It's an interesting side effect of some of the game mechanics. This is the final tower area. It's actually really easy if you manage to hang on to the raccoon tail with leaves that you get throughout the stage. You can just break through these blocks that block the exit, but if you don't, then there are some Bob-ombs, and you can use those again to break through the path and get to the goalpost. So there's a lot going on the stage, but kind of trying to create a like the illusion of a real space, a real tower that you're climbing by going in and out. But if you find it too complicated, there are some shortcuts that you can find. The initial area is all pretty much still the same, but once you get outside, there are some alternate paths you can take. And if you pay attention to the configuration of the pipes here and everything, once you step outside of the tower, you can see that I've mirrored that inside the tower, quote-unquote inside the tower, to create the illusion that you've stepped outside, but there's like this visual continuity. Anyway, here there's a little bit of asymmetry in some of the coins. That's supposed to provoke your curiosity. That creates a P block that you can use to create another path. And this one instead of taking you to a warp pipe, takes you to a door. And in Mario 2 style, the door drops you into midair. And it lets you bypass the second area of the tower entirely. You still have to use the bob-ombs here for the puzzle to get up and get past the ice blocks. But once you've done that, instead of following the coin path down, you can step up to this kind of little alcove up at the top, and there's a door, but even though it's floating, you can activate the door by hitting the block, the invisible block, and that makes you that gives you some flooring to be used to enter the door. And then the remainder of the stage is all pretty much the same. And the raccoon tail creates a shortcut for you. So I tried to do a lot with the stage, create the illusion of space, create shortcuts, create some complexity without making it too hard. It's definitely my ability to make these stages has come a long way since I started with Super Mario Maker a few weeks ago. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching my journey, and with any luck, the travails that I've undertaken will help inspire you and make your discovery and exploration of Super Mario Maker a little easier. Anyway, I'm looking forward to playing everyone's stages, so be sure to share level codes at usgamer.net. So for the final Daily Mario, this is Jeremy Parrish. Keep reading usgamer.net, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll do more cool videos like these with other games, so stay tuned.